You have got some serious explaining to do. I mean, seriously, what do you have to say for yourself? You call this lunch? You know that I hate mushrooms. Why did you pack me these nasty, slimy things in my lunch? Huh? Oh, wait, you don't like mushrooms? I'm really sorry, Sammy. I had no idea. Actually, your mom and some of her friends just picked a bunch from their gardens and gave me some, so I thought I would use them. I was actually making a nice mushroom stew for dinner tonight. Oh no. Are you kidding me? You mean there's going to be more of these? Oh my god, why is my life always so hard? This isn't fair. They are so disgusting. I'm really, really sorry for the mix-up, but I've already started cooking since it takes a few hours to stew everything. I really had no idea that you didn't like mushrooms. But if you really hate them this much, maybe you can just make your own dinner tonight? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something? Are you trying to starve me right now? Not only did you basically try to poison me with these nasty little things in my lunch, but now you tell me that if I don't eat your stew, then I go to bed hungry? What did I do to make you hate me so much? Seriously, what is the matter with you? Sammy, please, I think you are being just a little bit unreasonable. Of course I don't hate you, and I certainly didn't do any of this on purpose. I just didn't know that you hated mushrooms so much. You really expect me to believe that? We've been living together in the same house for nearly 2 years already. Are you really trying to make me buy that you don't know what I do and don't like? Honestly, you're just a little parasite living off all of us. You know that? Please don't talk to me like that. Why shouldn't I? I'm just telling the truth, aren't I? If you don't like it, then maybe you shouldn't be one. I mean, you used to work for a huge company and be really successful. But the moment you married my brother, you decided to quit. You just forced all of the work onto Frank while you lived the life of a pampered housewife. I don't see how you're anything but a parasite. I already explained to you that I've been working from home. I'm not a housewife. Oh, please. I know that isn't true at all. How are you going to sit there and try to tell me that you work when you just sit at home on your computer all day? I know that you don't actually work at all. You just try and make my poor brother do everything for you, you leech. I still just don't get why he won't divorce you yet. I asked you to please stop calling me names. You know, if you're just going to be at home all day, the least you could do is keep the place clean for us. Do something to earn your keep at least until my mom's goodwill runs out. But I already do a lot for everyone here. I mean, I get up early and make everyone's lunches. I feel like I do more than my share around here. In fact, I would really like it if you actually stepped up a bit more and helped out around the house. You know, when you talk to me like this, it really makes me not want to cook for you all anymore. Ugh, I seriously just can't believe you. You really are the worst. You don't have any right to talk to me like that as long as you're just living off of Frank's paycheck. The life you have is all thanks to him, and this is how you treat his sister? You need to understand that you are nothing but a freeloader here. Weren't you raised to show any kind of gratitude at all? Tell me, are your parents just as bad as you are? Okay, hold it right there. Now, I don't like you calling me names one bit, but I do draw the line at you bringing my parents into this. Do you understand? I am not going to stand for you insulting them. Well, if you don't want me talking about your parents, maybe you should shape up so I don't have to resort to that. Honestly, I don't know why we let you bum around here when you contribute nothing. You are just a burden on all of us. Ugh, I can't take it anymore. I am seriously at my limits with your sister. I don't think I can stand to live with her another day. She is seriously pushing me way too far. Whoa. Hold on. What is all of this about? She is always trying to pick on me. But lately, it has gotten a lot worse. And today, she seriously crossed some lines for me. She was calling my parents stupid, Frank. My parents! And she kept going on about how I don't do anything around here and how I wasn't raised right. Wow, did she really say that?
That really is taking things way too far. I mean, she already had been taking things far, but that is just too much.
I just don't get why she can't leave me alone. Who does she think she is to talk to someone like that? She is so rude. I mean, as if she has any right to tell me that I don't help out around the house. She is living in our house and she doesn't lift a finger to help.
Wow, I seriously just don't even know what to say to all of that. I am so sorry that you've had to put up with her and her attitude, Donna. I'll try talking to her and explaining the situation in a way that she can understand it, okay? Let me try and handle this while you process everything, okay?
But Frank, how many times have you told me that you were going to talk to her and nothing has changed? I know that you mean well and that she's your sister, but things haven't gotten better for me at all.
I know, but, I mean, please, just let me try one more time.
I don't think you say enough to her. You just let her off with warning after warning. Speaking of, have you even talked with her recently? I haven't really seen you stepping in and calling her out on things we talked about.
Well, I do my best, but I can't force her to change. I mean, she just started looking for jobs about a month ago, you know? I'm sure that she's just feeling a lot of pressure right now and that she is lashing out emotionally at others. But she isn't a bad person. She's just really stressed out.
I get that looking for a job can be stressful. I also changed my job not that long ago, remember? But I really don't think that that excuses any of her actions, and I'm shocked that you would try and justify the way she's been treating your own wife. What does her looking for a job have to do with my being a so-called freeloader? I mean, she knows that I work from home. You have told her that I work from home and that I'm the only one who works, right?
Of course I haven't told her that I don't work. I haven't told her anything like that at all.
Are you serious, Frank? I thought that we talked about this. We promised that you would talk to her.
But she's my sister. I'm her older brother. She has looked up to me ever since we were kids. I can't let her know that you're supporting me. Think of how it would break her heart if she found out about the truth.
So you're really going to prioritize protecting your own pride over protecting me? I really can't believe that you want to do something as silly as that when you know the kind of pain it's going to cause me. Is this why you haven't been more strict with her?
Well, I'm her brother. I still want her to like me. Besides, it isn't like my parents are going to let her live with them again.
That's right, because they were also sick of dealing with Sammy's attitude. Isn't that right? But you don't mind if I'm getting the brunt of it instead? You know, I'm not sure if I want to keep living here.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Please, don't threaten to move out or anything. I mean, who is going to provide for me if you're not here?
If you're really that worried about that, then I'm giving you one last chance to talk to your sister and set things right or else. Promise me that this time you absolutely will talk to Sammy and tell her never to call me a freeloader or anything like that ever. Got it?
Okay, yes, I got it. Loud and clear. I swear that I'll talk to her and that none of this is going to happen again.
I am serious about this, Frank. This is your final chance. If things don't improve, then I'm going to move out, and that is that. What the heck is this squash doing in my lunch today? Huh? Are you serious? You must seriously be trying to starve me or something. I hate squash. What do you mean? I thought you liked it. You were raving about the fried squash we had a few weeks ago when we went out to eat. I'm sorry, did you bread and deep fry the squash? No, you didn't. It's just nasty, boiled, squishy squash. Why do you think I would ever want to eat this? I guess I just thought that you might have liked it in any form. Honestly, you're so useless. Why don't you know what I like and don't like yet? What is your problem, huh? I would have thought you'd have learned by now, but you don't seem to have gotten it at all. Sammy, I think that you and I talked about this not that long ago. If you're worried about getting food that you won't like in your lunches, then you should go ahead and make your own lunches. I'm not your mom and this isn't a hotel, okay? Oh, I know you're not her. At least she could cook. But once again, you're getting your place because you're nothing but a lousy, no-good freeloader. And if you think that I am going to sit here and take that kind of talk from a parasite like you've got another thing coming. Why won't you just leave Frank and I alone already? If you're going to be so useless, there's no point in us keeping you around at all.
Excuse me? Are you serious? Do you think that's any way to talk to me?
Listen, I am Frank's sister. That means that it's your job to learn what I do like and what I don't like. It is really that simple. Also, you should know that I already reached out to your parents earlier. I told them how useless you were at home and what a lousy wife you are. I asked them if this is the kind of person that they raised.
Wait, hold on right there. Did you seriously call my parents?
Of course I did. And I let them know all about what a lousy person you were in every single way. I also made sure to let them know that you're nothing but a parasite in this house.
I don't believe this. Honestly, just who do you think you are?
Well, I think that your parents were glad to know the kind of person their daughter had become. They were crying so hard and apologizing to me over and over again. They told me to tell you that you were welcome to go back there at any time if you end up getting kicked out of here. So what do you say? We don't need you here, and your parents gave you an open invitation, so just leave already.
Seriously, what is your problem?
Just having to see your stupid face around the house every day is enough to seriously piss me off. You have no idea how hard I work every day trying to find a job, and yet you just rub your easy, cushy life in my face every single day. I can't stand having to live in the same house with you. Just knowing that we breathe the same air is enough to drive me crazy.
I got that you're stressed about finding a job, but this is not an acceptable way to handle it. You were just looking for someone to lash out at, and you chose me without even knowing anything about me.
Excuse me? Is the little tapeworm trying to get all uppity again? I want you out of here. Out! All you do is eat our food and take up space. I wish my brother would just divorce you already. You aren't worthy of living with him.
All right then, fine. If that's how you want it, I guess I'll just stop paying your tuition then.
What do you mean? You don't pay my tuition.
Okay, believe what you want. When you can't register for classes in your last semester, you'll know why though.
Hold on, seriously. What are you talking about? My parents pay my tuition, so I have no clue what you're on about.
They did for the first year, yes. But after that, your dad lost most of his savings and wasn't able to continue supporting you. That's why he told you to get a job if you wanted to live near campus your third year.
Hold on. What are you saying? Why do you think my dad lost all of this money?
I guess I can finally spill all of the beans to you. Your dad wanted to keep this from you, but he actually lost all of his money in an investment scam. After that, there was no way that he could afford to keep sending you to school. He came to me and asked if I could do anything to help take care of the situation.
Hold on. No, wait. That can't be right. You're not serious, are you? My dad got scammed, and I had no idea about it? That's why he suggested that I move in with Frank?
Actually, your parents suggested you live here because they were sick of your bad attitude. Which I totally get where they're coming from, by the way. But you know, for being a college student, you were kind of slow to notice this one.
This has to be some kind of joke.
Of course, it doesn't hurt that we basically live a short bus ride away from your campus. It was supposed to be a win-win for everybody.
I don't believe this.
Frank was happy to help you guys out, of course. He said that it was his job as your older brother, so I said okay, and then you moved in. I was hoping that things would be fine after that. But you got it in your head that I was some kind of freeloader here, despite explaining to you over and over again that I work from home.
Wait, but that's still true. Don't pretend like you're so good. Frank is the one helping me, not you.
No, I told you. I am the one who's been paying for your tuition. In fact, for your information, I pay for everything in this house.
You pay for everything? What do you mean by that? That can't be right. Frank pays for everything and you do nothing.
That just isn't true. The truth is that I pay for your school, I pay for our food, I pay for the roof over our heads. It all comes out of my salary. And just so you know, I make $300,000 a year.
What? You make that much money? That can't be. That's a huge amount of money. You've got to be lying to me. There is no way that a job you can do from home can pay that much.
Well, it's the truth. Not to toot my own horn, but I make bank.
Wait a second. I got it. I know what's going on now. You've got to be a streamer, right? That's why you have that big computer, the lights, the camera, and that's why you were playing games from so early in the morning.
Ooh, so close and yet so far. No, I am not a streamer. I am actually a programmer.
You're a programmer? As in, like, a computer programmer?
That's right, a computer programmer. And it wasn't long after Frank and I got married that I was offered this amazing job from a famous video game company and took it. Although, because the company is based overseas and there's a time difference, I end up having to wake up early to work. I imagine that the times you were watching me play video games were the times that I was actually testing them. I program some games, and I do quality checks on games that others have made.
And this company is willing to pay you $300,000 a year for that kind of work? Work that you don't even show up at an office to do? Of all the jobs that I was looking at, the highest salary I could get coming in was just $2,000 a month.
And here you thought that I was just doing whatever I wanted at home all day long. I tried to tell you that I had a real full-time job, but you just wouldn't listen.
But I still don't get it. I mean, I understand that you have a job and that you make money, but I still don't get why it was you that was paying my college tuition. I mean, if my dad couldn't afford to pay it, then why wouldn't that fall to Frank to pay it?
All right, good question. I almost forgot to tell you. I actually have another surprise for you. The truth is that Frank is unemployed and has been for a while now.
Wait, really?
Yes, I think this is year 2 of him not working. I think he gave up looking after the first year, though. So when your dad came to us for help, I was the only one with any income.
What? Are you serious? That means that he didn't even have one when I moved in here.
That's right. And it was even before your father got scammed. He's been out of a job for a long, long, long time.
I don't believe this. This is too much to take in all at once. This is just crazy.
I know. Your brother really is quite a piece of work, isn't he? He kept going on and on about how it was his job as the older brother, the oldest son, to protect his family. But he doesn't actually contribute anything. Oh, and by the way, Frank actually fell for the same scam that your father did. Apparently, your dad did see some returns the first time, and so he invited Frank to invest with him. And that's when the scammer decided to strike. It's actually quite smart if you think about it. Let someone think they're making money so that they invite others to invest. And when you have several people's money, then you take it all. I guess neither of them must have thought anything suspicious of it, though, because they practically went in with all their savings. For Frank, that meant the last of the savings that he was living off of since quitting his job.
That can't be true. Please tell me that this is all some kind of giant joke or something. So then not only is Frank jobless, but he's also penniless?
That's right. Although he told me about the scam after we had already agreed to take you in. I remember not knowing what to think at all when he sat me down that night and explained that I'd be paying for everything. I was in shock.
That's just terrible. How could he do that to you? Not just my brother. How could my family put you in a position like that?
It was very hard on me. But it was even harder having you here every day insulting me while I was doing so much to help out your family.
But no. This is all just one big misunderstanding. You don't get it.
So I guess you finally understand the kind of stress that I've been dealing with ever since the day that we took you in, right?
But I didn't have any idea of what was going on.
I've been cleaning the house, cooking lunch and dinner every day, paying all the bills and footing all of your tuition without so much as a thank you from anyone. And the whole time I was doing that for you, you were complaining at me and telling me to divorce your brother and get out of the house. Well, now I'm afraid that I have no choice but to leave now. It's just too bad for you that you had to kick me out before I finished paying for everything.
Oh no! What should I do? I still have a whole year left.
It sounds to me like you have some serious chats to have with your family now. Given the time of day, I would guess they're probably at the casino gambling away what little they do have as we speak.
Wait, why would they be gambling? I thought they don't have any savings left.
That's right. At first, they were all telling me that they were out looking for work, but it wasn't long before I found out the truth. Apparently, neither of them wanted to take a job that paid less than their old job, or they wanted to work at some huge corporation and wouldn't settle for anything they considered too small. So they've taken to gambling the time away until they either hit it big or get the magical job offer they've been waiting to just fall in their lap.
So, even my dad was stupid enough to act this way? I just don't even know what to say. This is so ridiculous.
I know that it may be hard to believe, but you can go and check the casino yourself. Anyways, I'm going to start packing things so that I can move out. What is the matter with you? Why would you tell Sammy everything? Don't you realize what you've done? She burst into the casino, started yelling at us, and caused a whole scene. She kept crying and yelling until even my mom started crying. And just what is wrong with telling her the truth? You were the one who broke your promise to me. I told you to talk to Sammy and tell her not to call me a leech anymore. That was all that you had to do. But you were so worried about your pride that you couldn't even do that. What kind of way is that to talk to your husband? Seriously, just who do you think you are? You get over here and apologize to me right this instant. You think that just because you make a little money that you can treat people this way? Not gonna happen. I've actually already left the house and I don't plan on coming back anytime soon either. You can wait for me there as long as you like, but I won't be around. Are you kidding me? By the way, I left divorce papers on the living room table, so if you could sign those for me, that would be just great. You can't be serious. I mean, you want a divorce? That can't be right. You think I care if I lose you as a husband? You haven't been supportive financially or emotionally. You and your family are the real leeches, and I'm done with all of you. Wait, no. Please don't do this to me. Please, let's just talk this out. I know that we can make this work. I can change. I promise.
Donna? Are you there? Please answer me. I really need to talk to you right now. I just really want you to come back. Please. My school is threatening to kick me out. You have to come back and pay for my school. Please don't make me leave. You can still get me out of this mess. There's still time.
Is it really such a big deal? I mean, you only have one more year of tuition left to pay. Surely you can afford to pay at least that much, right? Or take out a student loan.
But I don't want to borrow money. I mean, I will never be able to pay the interest off. And since my dad and brother are broke, it isn't like I can turn to family. Please, you have to loan me the money. I'm begging you. I don't know what else to do.
Do you really think that I would give you that kind of money or even want to help you after the way you treated me? You have got some serious growing up to do, you know that? Just get a student loan and quit your whining.
The truth is, I already tried looking into it, but I was rejected.
But why? Did something happen?
Well, apparently my mom actually maxed out a bunch of credit cards she opened in my name when I was a minor. So thanks to that, I've basically been blacklisted from getting loans.
Wow. Well, that is pretty horrible. There was a time when I thought that your mom might have been the only good one, that she might have actually been the worst member of your family. There isn't a single person you can trust in your family, is there?
So now you understand the awful hand that I've been dealt, right? You have to do something to help me. You can't just leave me like this. None of this was really my fault. I didn't know anything, so you have to forgive me.
Look, you can try to beg and plead with me all you want. But the fact is that no one forced you to be rude to me, and I asked you several times to stop. But you never did, and now I have no interest in helping you. Welcome to the real world, Sammy, where actions have consequences.
But you're all that I have left. I mean, we lived together for 2 whole years. We're friends, aren't we? Isn't that worth anything?
You know, in those whole 2 years, for every single one of those 730 days, I can't think of a single happy memory that I have with you.
Please. I didn't mean any of it. And I'm so close to graduating.
I already told you no, and that is final. Just be thankful that you still have your family. I'm sure all of you can work together and figure something out. After that, I divorced Frank and was able to really focus on my career. My parents were so worried about me after they got the call from Sammy that they were moved to tears. But I'm happy that I can tell them that I've never been better now. The last time I heard about Sammy, she had apparently taken a year off to work and save enough money to pay for her final year of school. But try as she might, she was never able to make enough to pay off even the interest of the credit card debt her mother had put her in. She never was able to return to school as far as I know. Obviously unable to pay for the place we all had lived in, Frank and Sammy both moved back in with their parents, where Frank blamed the whole family for his divorce, and they in turn blamed him for not having better control over his wife. The nightly fights grew so loud that all the neighborhood could hear them. They also only spent more and more time at the casino. They would fight, then all run off to the casino when they got worn out, then get back to fighting. I almost feel bad for Sammy sometimes. Almost. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.